What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Black Sails, Season 3, Episode 3. And yeah, Flint and company are kind of just sitting on a lake, it feels like. There's no wind. They're just stuck out in the middle of nowhere. They had this great plan. Well, it seemed like a really good plan at the time, just to go into this storm. I don't know if that,
good plan is the word we want to use. Good plan, but I mean, it was a plan nonetheless, and it worked?
Question mark? I mean, they went into this crazy storm that they named as a ship killer. And it was either going into that or facing Hornigold and his warship. And
I mean, Flint still lost some guys.
Yeah, that whole
the top sail just
the visuals.
Cut it off.
The visuals in that episode were absolutely insane.
So good.
It looked absolutely brilliant. It's just, it was intense. It was nerve-wracking as hell. And he's just like, we gotta keep going. They're gonna like know where we were. They're gonna check like our last spot that they saw us. So like, let's just keep going. And he strapped himself to the wheel and woke up not moving. So, again, I feel like we say this every single situation that Flint gets into. How the hell is he going to get out of this? I don't think they've got large enough paddles to row themselves out of this spot.
No, they don't have enough food. They don't have enough water.
Yeah.
They can maybe last a week. Maybe, I think is what he said.
John Silver said that they're like 2 or 3 times farther away from anything in terms of food they have left behind.
So sounds like they are literally in the middle of the ocean.
With no sights of at least anything looking to help them.
Can we get some wind, yo?
Yeah, it's just such an insane thing. And not only is Flint dealing with that, but he is now being haunted by Miranda and some other really creepy, dark-looking figure, which you keep referring to as Death. And that would make sense, because it feels like every time we see one of these moments, he's in a situation that was very traumatic before that and probably should have died.
Yeah.
Like being strapped to his friggin' ship while there's a giant storm.
Well, so, and Miranda's trying to tell him something, like yelling at him.
Yeah.
Something.
It's inaudible. We can't actually hear her. And I can't read lips for shit, so I can't really tell you what she was saying, even in the edit. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, everything that Flint's dealing with at this point. And Hornigold has declared Flint to be dead, apparently, which...
This fucking guy.
Wrong.
This guy.
He threw down the flag and...
This doesn't mean shit. I need to see a body, yo.
Yeah, and Hornigold Hornigold saw that Eleanor is also working with the same dude, and he's like, can't trust her. Oh yeah, because we could totally trust you, right, pirate? I mean, come on now. So this whole situation is just absolutely insane, and this fleet this dude's got, he was showing it off to Eleanor, and he's just well-packed.
Well, and he's like, and you see that little ship?
Yeah.
We don't really need that one. You could be on that one.
Once I'm
something
done with
we
you.
don't need.
Yeah, once I'm done with you, you're gone. And the situation revealed a much deeper story because of everything that Eleanor has dealt with, her relationship with all of these pirates, Teach, Vane, like their mentors. And I do have to comment, like, I don't think we said this when we initially met Teach, but he's got a beautiful Blackbeard. It is beautiful. Get what I'm saying? Cool. And it's just made the story even more interesting, just the way all these pieces are connected, and just the way Eleanor just told the story about how she got powers. She was like, yeah, that guy's the most dangerous. I'm going to go kind of pick out the one that is his top dog and kind of seduce him and get him to betray his mentor, and boom, boom, bango, done. I'm in control because, yeah, that was amazing. And just the way Teach showed up and started talking to Vane, and the way they remember the stories about why Teach left, and Vane's like, yeah, I got rid of you. He's like, is that really how you remember it? Like, good one, youngin'.
Not
good
exactly,
one.
Bro.
Yeah. Good job, my young Padawan. That is not true. And just that whole relationship's interesting. And I feel like Teach kind of laid out why he came back, but I still feel like there's a lot more to him than what we've seen in these first 2 episodes with him.
Yes.
And he's definitely not showing all his cards. And I think this show is very notorious for that already, of kind of establishing a certain character, making you think one thing, and then presenting it as another. Like, oh yeah, Tish just came back to build a crew, and he wanted to come back to Nassau. And no, I feel like it's deeper than that, even though he did already get one dude to kind of join his crew by fighting another dude.
That was awesome. I love the fact that you could, like, see them fighting in the background, just in a blur. As
he's basically talking about his disappointment of essentially this generation of pirate. He's like, oh, you just come in and say, please, you join a crew. In my day, you fought for it, as these 2 dudes are out there beating the shit out of each
Should we hit him with a okay boomer?
Exactly. Like the old guy coming back and be like, my generation. Yeah. These pirates are letting
that now.
These pirates are letting him down. But yeah, he's a very fascinating character. I'm very curious to see where this goes, because it feels like Vane's always got some shit going on. It's just crazy. Like, he even mentioned to Teach that Eleanor's dead. There's no more Guthries around at all, which, again, isn't true. She's alive. Flint's alive. People think that they're both dead. I wonder how that's going to play into something at some point, because that's not an accident at all. But Jack and company have a little bit of issue with a whole lot of gold, a fort that's not being built fast enough and protecting the gold. So Max came up with this idea, like, let's turn this into this. And at first Jack's like, you're out of your mind. We're not going to be able to do that.
I'm not going to do that.
And then he came to the conclusion later. He's like, okay, let's do it. Just don't let my partners know. And it's like, dude, if
you
Flint,
are so screwed.
If Flint and Vane find out, you're just going to get your head sliced off. And how do you move that much gold and trade that much gold and not cause a massive stir? Like, just, there's so much gold. Like, there is so much. And they're going to trade all of that? That is just, it seems like a really insane plan. But
also just, like, a really bad idea.
Yeah,
well,
it feels necessary.
It's a good idea.
Right. It feels necessary, but dangerous.
Yes.
It feels like there's a shit ton of risk involved, but it's also something that they kind of have to do, because the gold is too hard to move if something happens. And if people wanted to come kind of attack, they have no way of protecting it, and they could take all the gold back, or take the gold, or whatever. It's a really, like, Max has a lot of really good ideas. It just, again, it feels like a really dangerous situation, because a lot of gold, a lot of dangerous people involved, and you necessarily aren't communicating with your partners. That's never a good thing.
But also how?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But still, this season has been insane so far. You ready to jump into this episode?
Yes.
Let's go.
316 black pearls to be exchanged for 46,121 pieces of eight.
Black pearls.
When the governor arrives, if you do indeed flee, there'd be a place for you in my employ.
Governor? What governor?
You are disposing of your treasury of ill-gotten plunder, so you might leave this place before the new regime arrives. That's what I thought this was all about in the first place. You don't know, do you?
Oh,
If they were supporting a fleet in the bay, aligned in defense of the harbor mouth.
Yeah, but how many of those crews can we honestly expect to participate in that fight?
What if it were all of them?
Dude, this is insane.
Flint is still nowhere to be found.
He'll return in time, and if he doesn't, I'll do it. Look me in the face and tell me you doubt it.
What,
If we all unite, the fight that we will present to our invaders will appear so costly and painful they will choose to walk away from it rather than risk humiliation at our hands, increase their fear of defeat, and we decrease the cost of our victory.
That's tough. I don't think Jack's the one to unite everyone.
I know, I mean...
I feel like Vane could maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, the way news travels in this world is amazing to me.
Crazy fast.
Why are you so concerned about the time?
There is one particular party whose patience I do not wish to test. A party whose history with the pirates of Nassau suggests an extreme reaction would likely follow.
Spain. What did you have to promise them?
That I would seize Fort Nassau, secure the remains of the Urca de Lima's gold stored within it, and return it to Havana. Failure to do so would confirm for them that I am simply a pirate by another name, not to be trusted.
Oh, shit.
How long did they give you?
8 weeks.
This Black Pearl situation might be a big problem for this dude.
They're all dead men, smoked by a storm, the product of his rage.
God.
There's nothing. There's no wind. There's no nothing.
Oh my God.
Men, consigned to a place where we are no longer worthy, even of the good
12
Lord's anger.
days.
We are dead men.
That's...
He no longer hears our cries, because in this place, he is absent.
Oh shit, dude.
We'll have to cut the men's rations again.
What? Again? From what to what?
It can't be uniform. Decreases in rations. I would suggest that we draw up 2 lists. One with the names of the men critical to sailing this ship once the wind returns. The second, the men who aren't.
That's fucked.
Oh my God.
I think we should feed some of the men and not others.
And just not?
The survival of the greatest number of men on this crew rests entirely on our ability to maneuver this ship to land. Any food that is diverted away from men necessary to that end only increases our chance that every one of us on this ship dies.
You can't divide the men like that.
Dude, in the sun.
Why not just take the second list and push him over the side right now? Wouldn't that save us all a lot of trouble?
Just not feed them. Just like not.
Dude, you have to make some absolutely ridiculous and just extreme decisions as a captain in these situations.
Like, to not feed an entire...
I mean, I'm sure he doesn't feel good about making this decision. Like, but...
Stands to reason that if we threaten to defend this place, then we need to have a plan to follow through. If the bluff is called, then we have
There is
found...
no bluff here. If we can discourage them from engaging, so much the better. If not, we fight to protect the island.
With who in command of the fleet? No man has his skill in leading a fleet in battle. Not even you.
What the fuck's the matter with you people? We haven't done enough for you. Turn your back on us now.
You can see his point, though. If no Flint, the strategy involved in coordinating this fleet will be...
That's enough. You, sit down.
Okay, Jack.
If you're going to behave like children, then I will be your daddy. When this meeting breaks, I will address the street, your crews, and I will persuade them. Any captain in this room who speaks in opposition to this plan, opposition born from, what, a fear of losing, will not long call himself captain. I'm committed to this.
All right, Jack.
You will answer the call.
Flint is dead.
Shit. Well, shit.
News was in St. Kitts. Went down in a storm. Pursued by the leading edge of this invasion force. A pirate hunter by the name of Benjamin Hornigold. Before anyone commits to anything, just know that you'll be doing it without Flint. But I may be able to offer an alternative.
Teach getting that information is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I am prepared to step into Captain Flint's shoes, unify those men, prosecute a defense of the harbor, and repel the Navy from here definitively, if you agree to join me in sailing away from here for good.
He is, like, determined to get Vane. He's like, I'm gonna help you, but only if you join me. This feels like something is up.
I will offer you the best of all possible worlds. Beating the English, keeping your word to Rackham, and being free of the burden of this place all at once.
Burden of this place? You not heard a word I said. I am committed to it.
Your commitment is your burden. There's not a man in that parlor would lift a finger in your defense, yet you would die in theirs.
Jack would.
Well,
Jack has.
Of course he has. How else does a man like that survive in a place like this except cleave himself to one stronger than he?
Damn, the shade.
You've been gone 8 years, and suddenly my partnership is this valuable to you?
see, that's what I'm thinking.
I have a thought once this
scene is over.
9 wives, no sons. There's an instinct to leave behind
like,
something
you're my
made in
son?
one's own image. Nature has denied me the ability, it would seem, but not the need. But whereas the natural way requires no consent from the other party, in this case, I'm not so lucky. There it is. Yes or no?
Now, maybe it's the way this show has got my brain twisted from so many twists and turns and curveballs that they've thrown us, but I'm starting to get a feeling that Teach is some kind of mole. That he's been planted there.
It just feels
And the
weird,
relationship
you
with
know?
Vane is his easy in. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might be
it's just-
overthinking it.
I think I'm over. There's something up.
Yeah, I just got this crazy feeling that Teach is somehow, obviously, still a lot more leading on to.
I can't. Are those eels? What is that?
What the hell?
What is that?
I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I see him during that feud with Vane over the fort. I sat in his cabin and I watched him turn himself inside out over the idea that anyone in Nassau would see him as the villain in that story. Well, now he's the greatest villain in the New World. We all see it. We all follow him because of it. I think it's torture for him. And I think the only way he can imagine it stopping is when there are no more of us left to witness it.
What the hell, dude? I feel like John Silver is very focused and very
Most
clearly
standard
sees the
humans
picture.
do a crime most serious. Theft of food held in reserve at a time such as this is a betrayal of trust of the most profound sort. The penalty for such a betrayal is by necessity extreme. We're both charged with keeping watch over what little remains of our food stores. Whichever of you is the guilty man, confess.
Oh, did nobody do it? And did Flint do something? Uh-oh.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Dear God, thank you for seeing the truth.
I think he's about to shoot you in the head.
Oh no. No, no.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. Forgive me. Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Flint.
Does everyone understand?
Okay.
Does anyone have anything to say?
He looks so bad.
Looks like a sad puppy dog almost in that moment.
No, he looks like he's seen a ghost.
This Flint is like next level shit, dude.
He's scary. I don't think he feels good. He's probably, well, I mean, he's starving. He's probably dehydrated. He's seeing shit.
So Miranda said, "Forgive me."
I just think that it's whatever the person is saying coming through Miranda's mouth.
Probably doesn't help seeing her
Mm-hmm.
multiple times. Is he crying?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is not good. This is not good. This is really bad. Like, an entire ship of people.
Hey, can we please get some wind? Just a little bit?
Dude, don't cry. You can't spare the water.
Dude, this is rough. Dude, Flint's falling apart.
Literally.
When I was very small, I would sneak out of the slave quarters at night to the main house. I would stand outside the window to the parlor. I would stand amongst the heat and the bugs and the filth on my toes to see inside. Inside that house was a little girl, my age, with the most beautiful skin. I watched her dance while her father played music and her mother sewed. I watched her read, kept safe and warm and clean by her father. My father.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry. I'm sorry?
Things it took to make that room possible, they were awful things. But inside that room was peace.
Wait.
That is what home is to me.
Wait, what?
Our roads are going to diverge. Let it be now so we may not live in fear of it.
Did she just say that Eleanor's dad is her dad? Does that mean there was incest?
I don't know if that's what she was talking about.
Okay, I took that literal. I thought she wanted to leave there, but I mean, when she was with Eleanor, she just wanted to leave. Now, she wants to stay.
I mean, unless Eleanor's dad had a kid with someone else on the island.
Well, no, I mean, that's obvious.
Right.
That it's obviously not with...
You should
Eleanor's mom. That's not what I'm saying.
This is another one of those episodes where not a whole lot is happening.
Right.
But the dialogue is all super heavy.
Kate's figured it out. The Barlow woman figured it out. He listened to them, altered his plans when they told him to. It's possible. He saw them as his equal. He respected them that way, so he was willing to listen. You need to find a way to do the same.
That's tough.
Both of those people ended up dead.
And that. John Silver just doesn't want to die.
Oh.
He just doesn't want to die. This is so crazy.
Day 21?
That also means it's getting closer to Nassau getting invaded.
Oh, he is tripping.
This show has so many different unique styles of telling their story. Whether it's flashback or dream sequences, like...
When I lost Thomas, I raged. I was distraught. I wept. But with you, I'm ruined over you.
When I first met you, you were so unformed. And then I spoke and bade you cast aside your shame, and Captain Flint was born into the world. I was mistress to you when you needed love. I was wife to you when you needed understanding. But first and before all, I was mother.
This is a little emotional.
I have known you like no other, so I love you like no other. I will guide you through it, but at its end is where you must leave me.
What? Is he dying?
At its end is where you will find the peace that eludes you, and at its end lies the answer you refuse to see.
Oh, is that's the figure.
Death. Looks like death.
I think it looks like death. Or a demon.
They float when they rot. After they rot.
Make ready the launch.
You gonna row out there on your own?
I'm one of two men who've been on full rations for the last few days. You're the other. Let's go.
Okay.
What are they gonna, like, how do they I'll just shut up and watch.
I stole it from you.
What?
The Urka gold.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
I told you we were deceived about it having been recovered by the Spanish. It wasn't entirely true.
Dude, are you tripping?
I built the lie, enlisted the scouts, arranged the sale of the information to Captain Rackham. I conceived it all.
What is he getting
I had
at
the
here?
feel of hearing you go on about this crew being too weak to keep up with you.
Some of them may be weaker than you, some of them may be less smart.
But don't you for a second believe I fit that description. Whatever happens out here, one thing is certain. You will account for me.
Why are you telling me all this?
So you can decide, fight me, maybe kill me, and figure out a way of hauling yourself back to that ship alone. Or acknowledge the fact that you and I would be a hell of a lot better off as partners than as rivals.
You conceived all of this?
Yes.
Dude. Just putting it all out there, huh?
I'm not even mad, bro. I'm kind of impressed.
What did you do with your share?
I gave up my claim to it because I saw no way to hold it and remain a part of this crew. And without these men, all I am is an invalid.
Wow.
That's right. They consider you family.
He's like,
fucking
what?
Scary.
Like, John Silver's like, what the fuck?
Oh, it stinks. Can't eat that.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh shit.
We can eat those.
Go shark fishing?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, oh my god.
Dude, what are you gonna do if you spear it like perfectly? It's gonna like drag you and what?
No, no! Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! You
What
better
do you-
fucking grab it!
What do you do though? Is that the right way?
Is the rope gonna break?
Where's the ship?
Oh, other sharks! Other sharks! There's other ones in there! Oh shit! 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 Oh fuck! Oh, I didn't mean to see all that! Ah! God, okay! Oh, God.
Holy shit, dude. They just pulled a damn shark on their little ass rowboat.
Where is the boat?
I don't know.
Again?
How many sharks? Oh my god. How many sharks did they get? What?
I'd be like, I don't want to eat that.
I mean, shark is delicious.
Is it?
Yeah.
You have not.
I have. Yeah.
I don't think that.
I think I've had shark.
What happened out there? Progress. How can you know for sure?
He would have killed
Because
me.
I'm still alive, I suppose.
Shit! Wind!
Their luck is turning. Let's go.
No way.
Drop the sails, motherfuckers.
Hoist the sails, babe. Hoist them.
Sorry.
If you drop them. Well, I guess if you drop. Well, I don't know. Right? Because if they're tied up, right?
You drop the sails,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. I'm not a pirate.
You're not?
Or I'm not.
I feel like whenever these folks arrive to Nassau, shit is going to go absolutely insane.
Yeah, I love it.
Especially if they're able to get Teach to organize.
There are masts at the mouth of the harbour. Appear to be in a firing line.
Northeast. Just cresting the horizon.
How many ships?
Looks to be 8, maybe 9.
3 hours, give or take, till they're near. Let's get the men aboard ship.
Ooh, shit. We're gonna get a fucking massive ship battle.
You sunk my battleship.
Apparently, Captain Teach is every bit the tactician they say he is. I'm suggesting that I see no obvious means by which we can reclaim Nassau town, not without risking the loss of significant assets of His Majesty's Navy.
Then I'll go to the beach myself.
Well,
I will have a launch ferry me to the Sound alone, and I will make the pardon address.
Shouldn't be you. Half the men in that bay have sailed under him at one point or another. They respect him as much, if not more, than any other man that's sailed under the Black. They'd grant him passage under a flag of truce, and they'd listen to what he had to say. And you don't give a shit if he dies in the process.
This is so insane that they were able to organize enough to be like, yeah, we're not gonna go into that and fight.
yeah. I mean,
I still feel like there's gonna be a big fight. At this point, why wouldn't they just shoot one of them in the head?
Right?
Shoot on that man, and under the flag of truce. And the half of Nassau that remember him as the foundation of this place will rebel against the other half.
Dude.
That's why.
By the way, look at that getup, man.
Dude, he looks so badass.
Gun, gun, gun.
Yeah, if he couldn't organize, I don't know who would be able to, because he looks like a straight G.
In the name of the Governor of New Providence Island, the Honorable Woodes Rogers, the time has come to bring a wayward child back into the fold. An island that's rejected its parent empire, but that must long for the embrace of civilization once again.
I don't think these pirates care about that.
Who will renounce violence against the crown? Who will renounce piracy? That man will be offered a full, complete, and unqualified pardon. Your king and your governor wish to offer you a clean slate here in Nassau.
I mean, that sounds good.
All of you, that is, but one. One so committed to disorder and chaos that his presence is incompatible with civilized society. Be it known, there shall be a bounty of 10,000 pounds sterling for the capture of the pirate Charles Vane, dead or alive.
Oh, shit. Who is gonna do that?
Wow.
Captain?
Oh, shit, dude. Hey, they made it to... Oh, wow, that looks nice.
Is that Iceland? Or Greenland?
Iceland's green, Greenland's full of ice.
I didn't see the sign.
I didn't see a sign here.
Welcome to.
Yeah. For you
I could be
Vikings-
wrong.
For you Vikings fans out
I
there.
could be wrong. It looks real tropical. I don't think it is what it is.
Hello?
That is a native tribe. Uh-oh. Flint done fucked up now. Oh, shit.
This show... Seriously.
Well...
I was fully anticipating...
I don't know.
I was fully anticipating someone just pulling out a gun and shooting Hornigold in the head.
Oh my god, I thought that's what was gonna happen.
But the pardon actually, like...
Worked?
It landed with many of them. And Charles Vane, wanted. Ooh-wee. Eleanor... I don't know what she's up to, but sending Hornigold was like a really smart plan.
I know, I think she was expecting something else to happen.
Or
maybe to
or she's
expect
2 or
that,
3 steps ahead.
which is also very true because she's real smart and stuff.
It's just... Because their immediate reaction was like, oh, you want to go? Yeah. She's like, no, send him. They know him. They recognize him.
I think
Most
they
of them
would
have
kill
sailed on...
Eleanor.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
But, like, the idea of sending Hornigold, like, the OG pirate captain, like, most of those, like, she said it, like, most of them have sailed under him at some point, and he was the one who was in charge of the fort for the majority of this show, at least. So it's like... I feel like... And this is probably just a product of the way this show is done and the way it tells its story, and I mentioned it during the episode... But now I feel like my brain is on such overload about like, ooh, what might happen? Like, what could be going on? Because parts of me felt like at some point Teach felt like someone that they sent in there to like, oh, you've got the relationship with Vane. We need Vane. We need you to get close and make a deal with him again and gain control of all their ships and all their stuff while we come and invade. But then it's like, maybe he is being straight up and this is really what Teach wants. And then it's like Eleanor there, like, I feel like my brain's like, all right, what is she up to? Like, it doesn't feel like it's as what we see. I feel like there's more layers to all of it because the show is so layered. The show is so layered with its storytelling that it just, I think it's just the product of the storytelling that it makes my brain just wander and run wild with possibilities of what's going on. And, of course... It makes you feel stupid every single time something plays out.
Well, that's why I feel dumb about the whole, like, Max thing. Like, her verbiage, it was so eloquent. I can't tell if she literally meant
that was her dad.
Eleanor's dad is her dad.
Yeah.
Or she
it
meant
was more
some...
like a figurative thing.
Yeah, like, I saw myself in Eleanor type of thing, like...
I mean, she definitely saw herself. Never mind.
Shut up. Hey, sorry. Like, that's... But it's like...
It kind of makes sense.
It does. But then it's like, but you wanted to leave with Eleanor. But you slept with Eleanor. Was that your sister? Bro.
I mean,
that's a thing, then, I guess. Is it?
At that point? I definitely think there needs to be more explanation on that whole situation. Because it kind of came out of nowhere.
I feel like an idiot. I probably am.
It definitely came out of left field when she said that. And I probably need to go back and re-listen to everything that she said. Because when she said...
This is going to get cut out.
When she said, my dad, I was like, wait, what? I'm like,
yeah, or her father.
Or her father, yeah.
They don't say dad.
Yeah. And it was like, okay. But like... at this point, that's like the least interesting thing in this show at this point, or that episode, in my opinion. There's just so much else going on in terms of what the hell's going to happen in Nassau. Like, what is now going to happen with Flint and his crew as they've essentially come across an entirely new group of people. And we don't know if they're going to be hostile. There's obviously going to be a communication barrier, you would imagine, because we've seen this in other shows. And that's just kind of the way it goes when you arrive on someone else's land, when you're foreigners.
And you've just been like, sailing in the sea, and you just happen to come across an island.
It's just the possibilities of what could happen there are just very interesting. And I was fully 100% expecting some kind of war to break out at Nassau. But the ships that rolled through were kind of like, yeah, we don't necessarily want to get into a fight. We don't want to take any damage. That's not what we're here for.
Right.
So we're not going to do that. But Woodes Rogers has a very, very narrow timeline of which he needs to accomplish a lot of things. And I feel like that dude's going to be in a really large predicament when he realizes that Urka gold is no longer there and it's been traded for black pearls. I wonder if that's going to cause a major problem into his plan. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
This show just does... Because there wasn't really any action in that episode outside of them capturing a shark. But there were so many...
The death of 2 pirates.
Well, I mean, that was just insane.
Hello? R.I.P.
But it's like, this show does such an interesting and powerful thing with their storytelling, because that show was full of really important dialogue.
Yeah.
The fact that John Silver... Like, Billy's like, you need to get on the same page as some of these other folks that have been close to Flint. You got to figure it out. And his way of doing that was owning up to the whole situation with the gold. And I feel like Flint was not even really that mad about it. What was he going to do in that moment?
Nothing.
Like, there was nothing he could do about that whole situation. It kind of took me back to the Anchorman line. He's like, I'm not even mad. I'm kind of impressed. Like, I wonder if that was what was going through Flint's mind, be like, damn, this dude is good. And
I would hope so. Like he said, he's like, don't discount me. Well, I don't exact verbiage to what he said, but you get it.
His message was really strong because he was like, we're way better as partners than we are as enemies.
I liked that, rivals. Yeah, I liked that.
The rivals, yeah. And it makes sense. If they're on the same page and we've seen what they've been capable of together, and it makes sense for them to be on the same page. But then again, Flint is just in a whole different place right now than we've seen him to this point. And that little dream sequence with Miranda was heartbreaking and sad, because he was like, when I lost Thomas, I was in a rage. I was mad, this and that. And he's like, I was just something completely different when I lost you. And it's just like, that hits. It's like, damn.
Like, you were my everything.
Yeah. And even like her response to that in that sequence was just like, I was everything to you. You were my everything, and I saw you go through everything. And it's like one of those moments where, damn, that shit is deep. Like, that's a really emotional storyline. And again, I mentioned it during the episode, but between the episode that we got with the narration, episodes last season with all the insertions of the flashbacks, now seeing things through like dream sequences where it almost feels like Flint's dying.
That's what I thought, because especially with all that like the dark figure stuff, like somebody trying to come get you.
It just feels like he's on the brink, maybe, of, I think they all are, to be honest.
Maybe not so much anymore though, because they got all that big old shark.
But at the same time, maybe that's kind of like symbolism for it's time for the Flint identity to end, maybe. It's time.
That could be something.
Yeah, who knows? But I just love, like, this show is so far from like cookie cutter, and they don't repeat anything.
Right.
Like the way they tell their stories is so unique from season to season. It's so good. And all the dialogue is just so valuable and important. And yeah, I just can't wait to see this next episode and actually what happens. Like, do you think part of the plan and the message maybe from Jack or Teach or Vane or whoever to everyone on the beach was like, be prepared for pardons, be ready to like make a truce, and that's their way of combating everything? Because even Vane said it. He's like, there is no peace here. They show up and they either leave because they're scared or we fight. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if they showed up to the beach and they're parked, I think it's time to fight. And I wonder if that's just kind of part of like, hey, pretend like we're going to accept the pardons, and that's our way to kind of wiggle in and kind of blindside them. Maybe. Or those pirates are just like, damn, that shit sounds really good. I want a clean slate. I don't want to do this anymore.
I mean, that would be good, I guess.
Would you trust that if you were a pirate?
Fuck no. Well, but I mean, it depends on who's saying it. Do we trust Hornigold? I mean, I don't.
Right. But I mean, at this point, he's kind of turned his back on the pirate life. I don't know. Like, that's always kind of in the back of my mind. If I was a pirate, especially like just a common pirate, not even one of the pirate captains, I would always be weary of like this whole idea of like, oh, I'm going to get a pardon? Like, fuck no, you're probably not. Like, if we're being real.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would ever fully trust that. And I'm wondering if it's, look, everything that we've seen up to this point, everyone kept talking about Flint being this really good tactician. But Vane has been really good too. He's been well prepared for like every moment that he's needed to be prepared to step up. Like, saving Flint was an amazing plan. Taking the ship was an amazing plan. Taking out the one dude, Low, was an amazing plan.
Right.
Like, everything, Vane has been so well, like, prepared. And if Teach is his mentor, I couldn't imagine them just rolling up there, reading a piece of paper, and all of them just being like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Right?
Yeah, no,
I'd be shocked if that's where it goes. Especially with all that money in the fort. Like, are they really going to accept 10,000 to go kill Vane?
I mean, do all of them know about it?
I think I mean, at this point, I don't know how they don't when dumbasses are running around with full bags and leaving them around.
True.
Like,
Word.
Yeah, I think they all know. And, yeah, I think this is all going to be a swerve. I think Vane and the pirates and Teach are going to attack.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I think they're laying down the swords and their guns.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's all just to kind of let them put their guard down a little bit and make it look like, oh yeah, we'll accept your pardons. And then that's their way of gaining an upper hand and getting an advantage in the fight. We'll see.
I could see that.
Yeah. I think I just can't see going into this next episode without a war breaking out. So that's kind of just where my head's going.
I mean, yes.
I don't see a peaceful transition here happening where they're just going to welcome this new governor.
And be like, hey, buddy.
Like, Woods Rogers is going to become the governor of Nassau. Like,
but also Woods Rogers.
I don't know.
Can I get Roger Woods?
I especially don't see, unless Teach is part of this, again, like, that is still in the back of my mind as well. Like, somehow teaches.
You trust no one.
I don't. They're pirates. I don't trust anything. So, yeah, I'm just really fascinated to see where this whole story goes and what the hell's going to happen, because it's always great. So, any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. Catch y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.